All right. Good morning. So, guys, let me just wait and see. Are any of you guys having hold on, let me just looks like some of you guys might be having some issues with trade ideas. So give me 1 second. Can you guys not see trade ideas? Give me 1 second, guys, if you're starting to join. I'm just going to check and see if I can see Dan's screen. If not, I will fix trade ideas. All right, cool. So let me just double check. I'll fix it. All right, so it looks like you guys are having issues with it. All right. All right, cool. Give me a second, guys. I will fix trade ideas. What the heck? Something's... Copy link. Guys, I'm updating the trade ideas link right now for you guys. All right, try now for let me see. Actually, let me do update. Let's see. Try trade ideas now and let me know if it works. All right, so let me just see. I think I fixed. All right, for any of you guys listening right now, please do me a favor, try trade ideas just to see. Dan is sharing this morning, and he's not there right now to fix it, so I just update it on my end, so you guys should be working. And hide video panel. Let me make sure you guys are unlocked. Zoom, keep getting host, has another meeting in progress. Oh, for crying out loud. Can anybody not see on Zoom right now? Guess we're having some technical difficulties today. Zoom working for you. All right, cool. All right, Carl, so Zoom's working for you. Perfect. Guys, if you're having an issue with Zoom, just log out, close the app down, log back in. You should be good. Zoom, good for you. Okay, cool. All right, so it looks like we're up and running. How's trade ideas for everybody? Is trade ideas good? Can somebody log on? Let me know. That way I can move on and show you guys the markets. Joined at me, good for you. All right, cool. All right, guys, so excuse me. And here we are, back to the futures, back to being in a symmetrical triangle, back to being in the center of a symmetrical triangle. What does that mean in decision? With price right smack in between the 9, the 13, and the 20 EMAs, which are all trading sideways. So what does that all mean? Indecision mode. What does indecision mode mean? Makes it good old fun to trade, right? When you have indecision, makes it a little bit challenging. So this is what we've been having, guys, right? 2 or 3 days up, right back down, trading sideways. So gotta love the indecision. All right, so let's take a look at the watch list, and we'll look at trade ideas as well. Let me just breeze through here because I got started a few minutes late because you guys were having some trade ideas issues. You can see kind of a flat top forming intraday on TIS. There is some overhead resistance at the moving average lines here. So I want to take a look at here. Kind of an inverse head and shoulders on the hourly. So this is one for TIS that's going to be interesting to still keep an eye on. It's got some volume pre-market. Might be setting up for a possible break. So TIS is interesting to keep an eye on. Now CVM, one to keep an eye on right here. See if it can get above that 103-ish area. Then obviously this 112 aftermarket yesterday. If this can move up, you can see a gap and get above that 130-ish area. There is a gap around 180 to 275. So this is one to keep an eye on to see if it can get above 112 and make a run. So I do like the setup on CVM. Let's look at these other ones. Hey, for those that are watching on Zoom right now, can somebody let me know, can you guys see the far left of my screen, like the symbol, see where it says DRA? Can you see the I on IDRA or only DRA? Yes, you can see it. Guys, if you can't see it on Trade Ideas, join.me, close out, log back in. Someone's got music on Zoom, though. Oh, do I have a... Let me see, guys. I don't see how I could have... Someone's got Zoom. On Zoom, is there music and mad typing? What the heck? Hold on, guys. I don't know what the hell's going on with Zoom. Give me a second. I got to call Dan, guys. I don't know. The host should be able to mute all... Oh, okay. Yeah, it should be all muted. I don't know why it's... Give me a second. Mute all. Mute all. All right, let me know if that works for you guys. Of course, the one morning that Dan decides to take off this morning, and he's my technical guy. You guys are having technical glitches. All right, much better. Yep, working now. Good, good, good. Finally. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. Can we finally talk stocks now? Awesome. I hate technical stuff, man. Drives me nuts. All right, so we're good. All right. I am not a technical genius, but if I can figure it out, it means it's pretty good. So Zoom, I'm digging Zoom, guys. All right, cool. So you guys can see I'm liking TIS for a possible flat top break. CVM, one to keep an eye on. Let me go quickly over to trade ideas right now because I want to see what's running there. THST. THST. All right, THST is looking pretty decent right now. Let's see, pre-market high 325. That's way up here. You can see some support down here at 250, and kind of this area right here, $3. So don't be surprised if this thing forms a possible head and shoulders, head, left shoulder, maybe a right shoulder. So we'll have to keep an eye on this one. We'll draw our trend line right up over kind of in here right now. Good morning, Falcon. So we'll have to keep an eye on this one right now. You got to be careful when these ones pop like crazy pre-market. Watch for a possible pullback. That's what you got to watch around support areas. for if it starts to sell off. Look at these support levels down in here. Let me go. Base of gap down here. All right, so I'm gonna put THST. We'll keep an eye on that. Again, you just got to be careful of these when they run real crazy pre-market. If they don't hold that trend line and continue up, they can easily dump. So HYRE, let's take a look at that one. A little sloppy right now. Let's see. Pre-market high 385. Kind of doing a descending triangle-ish pattern right now. Let's see, at support right now, kind of a descending triangle. Some resistance right around that 418. Some more support around 320. So we'll keep an eye on it. It's a little bit bearish right now. Kind of has that descending triangle slope to it. Right here, or slant. You guys see that? Angular resistance heading down. Base of the descending triangle. So again, this one's looking a little bit bearish at the moment. And ABIL, let's take a look at that one. Let's see. Not really. Not digging that pattern. So I'm gonna keep an eye on TIS. What was the other one? THST and CVM for the moment. Let me put these other ones on the watch list. IDR, or on the sidebar. IDRA. CA. GMS and ELF. Oops, ELF. All right, so got that. All right, so at the open, I'm gonna look at. Let me split my screen here. Keep an eye on THST over here. And see, it's already kind of starting to fail right here on the 1 minute, so we'll keep an eye on it. And I like TIS, but I'm also digging CVM. CVM might be a sleeper, so I'm going to put CVM right over here. Guys, how are you guys liking Zoom? We seem to be getting good feedback. Zoom should be working. Lucian, what about ONDK? You guys are loving Zoom? Love Zoom. Also thoughts on AMD. Love Zoom. Guys, I'd look at it's about 9:27 right now. We just had some technical difficulties. Awesome. So you guys, I got a little bit behind due to the technical difficulties today. So Zoom is great. All right, so you guys are all liking Zoom. That makes me feel really happy inside. Love to hear that. Like seeing that we have more people on Zoom than YouTube. People are seeing the value of that now, so that's really good. Awesome. Zoom. Cool. So we'll be keeping Zoom going. I like Zoom too, and I hate technical change. So if I'm liking Zoom and everybody's liking Zoom and everybody's happy, then that makes me happy. Very good. All right, cool. So now we wait. We got THST and CVM. Want to see if CVM can go and break pre-market high of that 112. THST is a little bit bearish at the moment. Want to see if this can hold and go and break above 325-ish. Zoom, zoom. Never thought I'd be in a Mazda commercial. Real quick for those guys watching on YouTube, if you're watching on a delay or watching on the replay later, again, you can still come and join us. If you want to watch this live, we have a day trade room, swing trade room, futures room. We do all our live streaming here. You can come and join. We are $49 a month, but we still have a promotion for another week or so where you can get it for $10 a month. After the $10 a month is up, you will be paying $49 a month. That's that. Come and join us. All right. So now we wait. Now we see. So this again, guys, look at this. THST possibly, it's setting up possibly for head and shoulders now. Head, left shoulder, right shoulder. Now we watch if it can hit support. Or if the buyers will come in at support. Ding, ding, ding. Here we go. Yeah, see how it's getting a little bit of a poke above that left shoulder? You can see that trend line. It smacked right off that upper trend line. Or this lower trend line. It's smacking off of it right now, right below that 310. Nasty candle right now. So watch and see the 200 and then down to 250 right here. The 200 SMA. See if the buyers will come in. Or if it sells off to this 250. You can see kind of a... It's not a great looking head and shoulders. It's a bit messy. It looks better at a 5 minute. If you look at a 5 minute setup, you can see head up here, kind of a left shoulder here, and then right shoulder. Even though that poked above here, it's still kind of got a shoulder, kind of feeling a neckline now. So now we got to watch and see if the buyers will come in. Wow, HYRE just took off. Let's take a look at HYRE. Just man, so this popped right out of that descending triangle. So now at this point, guys, number one, if you're listening and you're a new trader, don't chase major candlesticks up here. So when a stock goes and breaks out like this, don't chase and buy it up here. Remember, many new traders are getting trapped up here right now because of, you know, if an experienced trader is trading right now, they may have just traded this really quickly and sold up at the top. So don't trade. Look at that nasty high wave candle. Ugly right now. And so now we wait, guys. There's lots of bearishness right now. Really, really messy right now. That's why you got to let things play out for a few minutes at the open. Let the patterns form. Remember, patterns, 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 patterns. Super important. So you can see CVM has had a double top failure. Top, neckline down, double top failure. Now let's do this. You can see there was some support here which failed. And you can see some support down here. So a top, neckline coming down. See if it can hold down here. If not, you have some more support down here. And with, oof, HYRE. Man, you got these nasty high wave candles going on right now. Now, it's forming kind of a symmetrical triangle. So you want to keep an eye on this one, but you want a smaller candle. Remember, it's a bit overextended. You want a smaller candle to form here. This one's very wacky and volatile right now. I might put THST back over here. So watch this kind of symmetrical triangle-ish pattern right here, if you can see it. Right here. So I want to see it break out of this. You can see high of day. Where's and you can see 417. This area. So I think I kind of a double bottom. Watch for a possible double bottom breakout. Bottom here, bottom here. Watch for a possible breakup setting up above that 418 area. If it can go and break that area, that might have a good. So again, double bottom, middle right here at that 418. See if this thing can go and break above that. You can see it's gotten up to 410 today. Let me get rid of these drawings because my head's spinning. Man, this thing is flying right now. You can see it's struggling right around pre-market highs and big nasty candlesticks right now. So it's kind of forming a symmetrical triangle. You got to be careful with these big like long wicks and dojis in here. So if you want to be safest on the 5 minute, you watch for a pullback. Again, it's forming this really big, right? Big candlestick up right now. So we're now here. Watch if there's a little bit of, if this pullback will hold and if it can get above that 410-ish area where it's testing support right now, right here at that 386. See if it can hold. So now here, maybe setting up the flag, getting a bounce. Again, crazy candles right here. Lots of wicks and shadows. So if you're trading something like this, you're going to be in and out very quickly. Right here, right? In, out. If someone took it above here, in and out. Like you're in and out within seconds. So if you're a new trader, I'd highly suggest don't trade these unless you know how to use hotkeys super quickly. And right now, careful of tweezer tops now forming, possibly on a 5 minute. Look right here. Tweezer tops, almost two equal tops, right back down. In and out. Jason, are you referring to In-N-Out Burger? I've never had In-N-Out Burger. Oh my goodness, lots of garbaccio today. Lots of garbaccio this morning. Let's fire up the scans. Morning scan, bullish. Morning scan. Oops. Now, THST, keep an eye on this area right here, this 250, see if it can hold. Might be a possible scalp back to the moving average lines. Watch on the 1 minute. See if it can hold this 250 area. Needs to hold 250. So again, right here, so watching 250, see if it can hold. Might be a quick scalp up to the moving average lines if the buyers will hold 250. 286 area is VWAP, so if this can hold, might be a quick scalp back up. Keep an eye on this one. Needs 250 area to hold. But remember, the 5 minute setup, the 5 minute candle still hasn't formed yet, so this is where you got to determine, right? If you're going for quick scalps on a 1 minute, the 5 minute setup right here has not formed yet. And you can see it's right at that 50 SMA right here. So if it can get above that 50 SMA, then it might be a quick scalp up to here. But again, be aware of head, left shoulder, right shoulder, and then the necklines are extending down. Oops, let me go to 1 minute. See, I personally like it to be much further away from the moving average lines. So when you go to dip buy, possibly when this is selling off, you want to see this thing have some room to these moving average lines. So if you buy it, this 250, you know, remember, you're right near these moving average lines right now. So I personally like to see a little bit more room. And I like to have a good 5 minute setup. So you can see, again, that 5 minute candle hasn't formed yet. It's still a red candle. If it forms and it holds and can get above this 270s area, remember, VWAP's still right up in here. So you're, again, close to these moving average lines. There he goes, right up to that 270. Still waiting for that 5 minute candle to close. Maybe forming a hammer. Looking kind of ugly this morning, guys. Lots of bearishness. So 5 minute candle held. It is a red kind of bearish hammer. So I'm not really loving it at the moment. Let me take a look at. Let me look at the 1 minute. What the heck happened here? The heck? Hold on, guys. I don't know if I hit some. What the hell is this? I think I have my Zoom annotate on. What the heck is this? Mouse. Clear. There we go. See that? My technological geek. I'm getting better with technology. So HYRE's got this crazy looking possible symmetrical triangle here going on. So this is one to keep an eye on. I mean, where is it? Yeah. So this may be giving you a possible pullback forming. Again, has this symmetrical triangle-ish pattern. So you can... These stupid drawings. What the hell? Why is it doing this? Clear all drawings. Guys, I don't know what's going on with my frickin'... Okay, there we go. Alright. Zoom was picking up... yeah, man, I don't like this shit. This Zoom was give me some pencil drawing thing. Ay, ay, ay. Good news, you guys will be getting a lot more of Dan coming soon as well. So Dan won't have this technological BS. So keeping an eye on right now, TIS might be doing a possible dip buy. Let me look over here. So this also, HYRE, might be doing an ascending triangle. So if you draw... kind of like this right in here, you can see kind of an ascending triangle possibly forming. Lots of wicks going on right in here with HYRE, and it's kind of forming an ascending triangle on a 5 minute. So you guys can see it's still very sloppy, but it has kind of a flat top, higher lows forming. These spinning tops get a little bit messy, but this one right here, yeah, it's really crazy right now. But watch for a possible break of 410. Then it needs to get above. There it goes. Needs to get above that 418 area. Now you have a flat top forming. On TIS, yeah, that's where I wanted to go over to on TIS. I was looking on the 5 minute for a possible dip buy, but let's see. I was seeing this on a 5 minute where... possible dip buy to the moving average lines. Again, you can see a double top. So you can see double top, kind of failed right around that 224-ish area. Some resistance right around $2. So I was watching to see if a smaller 5-minute candle forms for a possible quick scalp back up to the moving average lines. Actually, you have a triple top here. Top, top, top. Triple top. It's failed. So now, want to see again. This is where you kind of look at something where if, when a stock kind of is, you know, selling off. I'm not looking at this thing super long. I was just looking at, hey, if it's a small candle and you get a quick scalp up to the moving average lines. But it's getting closer here to the moving average lines. But this is what I want to show you guys. And looking at the patterns, when the stock is selling off, if you get a smaller candle to risk on to scalp back up to the moving average lines, it's a little bit easier for risk management than something like this. Like if you're trading HYRE, you see how this is crazy? This is you know what, crazy. This is just bam, 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 bam. Whereas right here, it's a little bit more like, hey, if there's a smaller 5-minute candle, you know, I don't like how it's right near VWAP. I wish VWAP is a little bit further, but as you can see, guys, there's just not a lot going on right now. Let's look at the 5-minute on. Yeah. So HYRE, and not liking it. So here's what I was saying. Not saying to trade this, but like again, now you have a smaller candle, right? You have 198 down to 192, 6 cents. Do you have the ability to make 12 cents? Potentially. It's kind of close to VWAP, but this is kind of like, ideally, I want to see more room. I'd like to see it down here a little bit more, back on up. But, you know, this is kind of one of those ones where you see a stock selling off, right? You can see smaller risk right here. So now it's going and breaking above that $2. Watch for VWAP, then watch for right here. So this is what I want to show you guys, where you have a triple top failure, finding support, a smaller 5-minute candle to risk off of. Right now it's hitting VWAP. Again, don't like how close it is, but you know, this is what I'm ideally looking for, but further away from the moving average lines. So you see that 198 up to 207 or so. So you're got close to a possible 10-cent scalp where you can go bam bam and get out. Whereas over here, this one's just been really crazy this morning with HYRE. Now I want to see right here, will it form? Oh, my door. See if it holds the 9 EMA. But the pattern's kind of like slanting down, really kind of sloped down a lot. I want to see it be better, like kind of more diagonally out like this. But watch here. See if there's a hammer that can hold off of the 9 EMA on the 5-minute. So you guys see right now TIS smacking right off of VWAP. So again, if you got in above 199 up to 208, big deal, you know, 7 or 8 cents. But if you wanted to go in to scalp really quick on a quick move, at least you're risking. See, this is where we want to teach you guys is tight risk management, right? These small candles. So you can see this candle 198 down to 192. You're risking 6 cents, right? Whereas over here, when you're trading HYRE, you have no 5-minute candle right now to risk off of yet. So this entire trade, there's no 5-minute setup. You'd have to go to a 1-minute and you're in and out. So ideally, again, like I was showing you guys, I want to see more room here. But, you know, this is what you're kind of looking for. Stocks selling off, hit support, smaller 5-minute candle, room ideally more to the moving average lines. But don't hold it that long. So, you know, this is where you got to say, okay, you're willing to risk this candle. But as you can see right here, do you take your profits or are you going to wait and stay in this entire trade? You know, so don't, that's where you got to say to yourself, am I going to take profits along the way? Or are you going to wait for a candlestick close below here as your stop and you got to stay in? That's where you got to determine, right? We can't tell you, you know, when you should take profits. We're always about, like, again, take your profits, but you might sell too soon. You might sell when it's hitting VWAP here, and then it might explode up another 10, 15, 20 cents, right? And you can kick yourself for selling too early. Again, none of us know what the stock is going to do, but you can see, you know, hitting support, Possible reversal, VWAP right here. Could it go up to the 9 or the 13 and the 20? For sure. But could it easily fail and close right down and drop? Absolutely. So it still has a bearish tint to it. I just want to show you guys kind of a way to kind of possible dip by scalp back to the moving average lines. Watch possible hammer forming on right here on higher. See if it can hold. See 374 down. Again, this is what we want to teach you guys. When you see these patterns, this is where you start got to start thinking, okay, risk management. Higher, big move around the day, maybe pulling back on a 5-minute. As you're looking at this candle forming, you can see 374 down to 357. That's a 17-cent candle. So if this forms a 5-minute and holds on the 9 EMA and the 5-minute, you have to say to yourself, am I willing to risk 17 cents for the potential? Do I have the potential to make 34 cents? So this is where we got to draw our line. Look here and say, okay, would I be willing to risk on this candle here? Do I have the potential if it breaks above here? As you can see, it's not looking so hot right now. But my whole point being is, if you were to kind of start thinking about taking that trade, let's see, what was it? 374 plus 0.34 equals 408. So if you got in at the break of this candle, the stock has to have the potential to get back up to 408. Possibly, but it's got a lot to contend with over here. So this is where I want to try to again teach you guys risk management. If you risk in on getting a candle right here, which again I don't like it right now, but you have to have the potential to make 2 to 1. But you got to remember 374 up to 382, VWAP is right here. So you have the potential to make 34 at high a day, but the problem is VWAP's 10 cents away. So these are the things you got to really think about. So now, right now, it's not forming, not looking so good on this candle. Now you want to see another one. Is it going to hold here again? And now you got to say again, 370 down to 353. What's your potential? You know, when you risk on these, especially these low floaters, you might not get that double. You know, again, if you risk, you might not get that 2 to 1 profit ratio. So you might not make that 34. You might only be able to scalp 10 cents, right? Take it, get out. THST is moving up now. Let me see. See right here. So both of these guys now look, possible bear flag forming on a double top. But like I showed you guys right here, if you risked this 198, it's gotten up to, right up to the 9 EMA. So the VWAP and the 9 EMA, you could have scalped about 10 cents here. This is not one I would be like, let's go on this thing real long, but it's a scalp where, again, people are looking at other ones right now where this is where you can kind of go in and risk off a smaller candle, right back up, scalp, and get out. Where higher people are distracted looking at this one over here, this was a good one to go in and scalp your 10 cents, get out. Now, THST, I'm going to put that one over here. This one is moving up. Now, you can see, dang, my lines are making me blurry, making me dizzy. 325 high a day, some support right here, right around 305. And let's draw our trend line. Connect right here to kind of here. You can see head, left shoulder, right shoulder-ish. You could even say this is a left shoulder, head, right shoulder-ish. So now it has to go and break above 325. Very, very important resistance area. Price needs to get above 325 and hold. And so this had your reversal set up here. Kind of a morning star-ish. Not a perfect morning star, but you can see kind of a smaller little spinning top candle right here. back up to the moving average lines, but right now it's rejecting. It's struggling to break pre-market highs. Let's go to the 1 minute chart. Kind of has a cup and handle. Cup, handle, breaking out, but again, contending with needs to getting above that 325 area. Now look right here on the second 5 minute candle, still hasn't broke above this 374 yet. So I'm still not liking the pattern on HYRE right now. I'd like to see it a little bit better. I'm kind of more move these candles out here a little bit more, so maybe I can get a little bit better of a flag, but it's not giving it right now. And you'll see TIS rejected right, like I showed you guys, right at that right at the 9 EMA. So pull. Hey John, and I don't know if you're listening, but we stream Trade Ideas every morning. It's streaming right now. It's not delayed. If you're having a delay, then there's a problem with your computer, because you were using Join.me, and Join.me has what, maybe a 1 or 2 second delay. And right here, so you can see it's rejecting. It rejected 325 area. So you kind of had the cup and handle, broke out a little bit, couldn't break above that 325, failing. Here, let me give John. John, we stream Trade Ideas here without delay. There you go. Nice job, Spycraft. Wow, first successful scalp on THST right before the dump. Good job. Now, this is what we want to start to see right here on HYRE. This is what I want to see. Are we going to get a smaller candle? Not these right here. I want to see a smaller candle hold. Give me something smaller, a little bit more of a little bit better risk management. These right here, guys, you got to remember 374 down here. The risk is not great, and you can see it's not holding right now. Not looking so hot. But going back to what I was showing you on TIS, so we're going to just let this pattern form over here. Let's look at the 5 minute on THST. Not looking so hot. Again, still has that head, left shoulder-ish, right shoulder, head and shoulders. You're welcome, John. What I was just showing, I want to show you guys on TIS before, what I was showing you. Right here, you guys can see it, when it broke that 199 area, like right here, it went to VWAP, and then it went to the 9 EMA. So remember, I was telling you guys, be very careful of the moving average lines. Want to see it again further away, but that's when I was saying, as it broke above here, you can scalp your 8, your 7 or 8 or 9, 10 cents right here, and then get out. Now, still no candlestick close below here, but see, that's the thing. That's what I wanted to tell you guys, is when you're risking, right, don't like hold, don't like, so again, at 6 cents, right, if you're like, well, I'm going to hold until I make 12 cents. Well, what if you only make 9 cents? Are you going to give back that 9 cents and then take a loss as it goes against you? No, you got to take your profits, right? So just because you're risking something doesn't mean you take the full risk on it, right? So if you're trying to scalp on something like this, you might say, hey, I'll risk 6 cents if it quickly goes against me. But you see this thing, VWAP and 9 EMA. Touch here, right here, rejection back down, right? So again, just trying to show you guys some other ways to trade where, you know, again, as it's failing this triple top, find support, quick scalp back up to the moving average lines and VWAP, take your profits, get out. Now it's still not looking so hot, because right now you have still a triple top, top, base right here. Got to be careful on this one. Now, again, keep an eye on HYRE. I'd like to see a smaller green candle hold. Yeah, might not get it. So that's the thing with these low floaters. Sometimes, guys, on these low floaters, you're not going to get the 5-minute setup. It just goes. You know, that's where you got to look at the 1 minute. But I see that's kind of, again, the type of trader. What type of trader are you, right? You know, ideally, we're trying to teach you guys the proper setups, right? Good daily breakout, good 5-minute intraday setup, and then get your entries on a 1 minute. If the 5-minute setup is not good or the daily is not that good, when you go to trade on a 1 minute, it's a lot more risk, right? So right here, you can see it broke above 374 right up to 380. You know, these candles still right here, if you took it on a 1 minute, it's not great, you know. Needs to hold. You can see high of day is that 410 area. Now moving average line starting to cross. See if VWAP can hold here. And we can kind of draw our trend line right over in here. So we kind of have a trend line. But see that, guys? Right back down, right? So drawing the trend line, let's look at the 5-minute setup. The 5-minute setup isn't good. What is this pattern? Right now, the pattern's kind of ugly. Now, it may keep creeping up and then maybe form a possible symmetrical triangle. But you can kind of see, or this may form an ascending triangle. But at this moment, the pattern is it's messy. Is it a bull flag down here? Not really. It's kind of steeped down. So these are the things you guys got to look for. Is you got to find these patterns. It's so incredibly important. Trying to see if I can find any good patterns, but not looking so hot. Let's look at the 5-minute. Oh, and Tiz, here you go. Yeah, it's still too close. I'm going to look at some other ones, guys, right now. It's not looking so great. Let's go to the THST and a 5-minute, kind of still ahead, kind of left shoulder-ish, right shoulder-ish. Is this Creed? Oh, I love Creed. Here we go. Oh, I remember the show, Orange County Choppers. What a great show that was. Lucian, take your profits. Noobs, I want to hold. Don't be greedy. Stock dumps. I told you. Oh, dude, I got to hold. Oh, man. Creed, can you message me on this Facebook? I'm going to save this thing. Let me come. I got to save this. That's great. I'll X out so you guys can see my great picture. Oops. News pictures. OCC. Creed, do me a favor. Message me that on Facebook, bud. I love that. That's going to go on Instagram. Love it. We're ripping you off, Creed. Love it. Yeah, please send me on Messenger. All right, so there you go, guys. Failing right here. Head, left shoulders, right shoulder. Look, neckline right here. Failing at head and shoulders. Look right over here. Higher. So look at that. Perfect example if you're watching, guys. I got distracted because I was liking Creed's meme. And then here we go. My lines were still there. I didn't make these lines up. They were still there as I was looking at Creed's meme. And look, failing the trend line. Failing the trend line now. Find these trend lines. Draw them. Guys, if you're new to our community, make sure you take our free courses. Again, each day we're in here just teaching you support and resistance over and over and over. You have to learn these patterns. Again, remember, good daily setup, good daily chart, good 5-minute setup, get your entries on a 1 minute, and then you got to determine your own entries, right? Or your own exits. Are you going to get out on a 1 minute, or are you going to get out on a 5-minute? That's, again, a matter of your preference and what type of trader you are. David style, Dan style, they're more of a, 1 minute kind of in and out kind of guy. I personally, again, as a day trader with me, I am much more, and this we're going to start showing you guys especially now with all the good changes we're making and growing as a community, you're going to see some other different type of styles where I'm more naturally kind of a day trader with trading larger caps, like day trading options, getting in, getting out. Again, as you can hear when I'm saying to you every day, you're always hearing me talk about patterns, right? Patterns, you will find them on these small cap pump and dump stocks, but they're very quick. And many a times you don't get them on a 5-minute, or if you do, you get maybe one candle and that's it in the entire move. Whereas if you're trading a stock like Facebook, Apple, Netflix, Best Buy, Google, Target, you're going to get much more of the patterns, and they're a lot more reliable. Again, it's all a matter of what type of trader you are. You know, there's not any right or wrong way. I'm more kind of like day trading options, higher cap stocks. You know, Dan, David, they love trading the small caps like these low floaters in and out. But it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. That's why I can sit here and teach you guys and show you guys and teach you guys these small cap stocks, even if I'm not personally trading them myself. My trading style is a little bit different, but I can still show you exactly what's going on. Support, resistance, patterns is the same on THST as it is on Netflix, Amazon, or Google. It's just they're going to move a lot quicker and pump and dump a lot quicker on the small cap stocks than they will with the higher cap. Now, keep an eye on HYRE on a 5-minute. This may be forming a possible symmetrical triangle. It may give you right here, if it can get above VWAP, maybe a smaller candle to possibly risk off of. So I might actually adjust the trend line over here a little bit. Maybe I will do... What the heck? So now we might start looking at this and say, okay, it's not slanting down great yet. You can see maybe we can draw, let's see how this connects. See, it's not perfect. You see how it's not really connecting up here? So you got to be careful because there's kind of a flat top right up here, so I can't really connect the slope down yet over here. But I can see VWAP right over in here. I can see this 385 area is resistance. Sorry guys, I gotta put on my sweatshirt. I don't like AC. Alright, so now right here, keep an eye over here. See if right up, watch out 385. See if it can hold this area. If so, it's got to contend with these wicks up here. See if it can hold 385 area, possibly move up. Now I'm going to switch to a 1-minute and now see again if 385, this is moving up. Be careful now, resistance up in here. It needs to hold 385 support. See, this is where you guys got to be very quick, right? Now it's got to contend with this wick. It didn't hold 385. Lucian, what the bleep is Tiz doing? No volume at all. Let's take a look. So again, you guys seeing this? This is where, again, like I was showing you guys, the pattern sucks, but doesn't mean you can't trade this very quickly. Scalp in and out, right? In, out. Right? The pattern, look. All these wicks. See this? You're in, out. In, out. But like, where's the pattern, guys, right? It's kind of, again, you can see support. You can see resistance up in here. If you're trading this style, again, you can make great money, but just remember, the moment you're getting in, by the time you're banging on your hotkeys getting in, you're banging on your hotkeys getting out. Let me look at Tiz for you. So Tiz, right? So guys, go back to it, right? Tiz. Let's do this. Let me show you guys on the drawing. Circle here. Circle here. Circle here. What do you guys see? 1, 2, 3. Triple top. And you can see kind of right in here. Kind of right in here. I can't draw the circle. So it's kind of got a triple top pattern. It's near support. This is just very risky, guys. Very risky. It's near the moving average line. It's trying to choose a direction. Double top right over here. Failure here. Lots of overhead resistance. So it's not looking great. Let me look at... I'm going to put the 5-minute back up. See that, guys? Look at it on HYRE. See that? If you risked off of, let's see that, 381 down to 364. If you risked this red hammer, look at this thing. You better sell it. Remember, it's contending against all of these wicks right up here. So, you'll see it's still running up the lower trend line, but you got to bang on your hotkeys. In, out. In, out. Right? There we go. I'm going to look at the bearish scan this morning. I'm going to see if there's anything to keep an eye on. You see how I'm doing the opposite, right? So remember, guys, everybody just distracted by these ones up top right now. But remember, a lot of them are just kind of just pumping and dumping today. The market's just really not looking so hot. It's kind of heading down to previous close. So now I want to see and keep an eye on stocks that may be selling off. Right here is an example, but right here you see a green hammer as it's selling off back to the moving average lines, but the problem is not enough room. Like if they had enough room, this is what we're looking for, these green little hammers back to the moving average lines, but not for 2 cents. We'd like to see a lot more than that. 10, 20 cents. Hold on 1 second, guys. All right. Let's see if there's anything to look at over here. Another example. Don't love this one, but you see how it like falls. Like this is the things that we want to start looking at. These smaller candlesticks as it's oversold, moving back to the moving average lines. Obviously, you want to see more room from 73 cents down to up to 76. Like to see at least 10 cents or more. But this is what you want to look for. Like these reversals back to the moving average lines. So when stocks are selling off, find the reversals back to the moving average lines that ideally have some room to run. Now this is what I want to look for right here. XNet, perfect example. Let's drill down on this one. XNet selling off down a lot today right here. So now we want to look at right this candle here. 932 down to 920. Right? So you have a 932 candle down to 920. You have a 12-cent candle. Price has been really selling off. You have room right now, 32 down to 20, 12 cents. Do you have the ability to make 24? That's 956. It has the potential. So now here's where you start to see stock is selling off, possible reversal forming. You have a 12-cent candle to risk. If price gets above 932, you can see not a ton of volume, but 300,000 or so. Not so bad. You might be able to get in 1,000, 2,000 shares, get in, get out, risk a lot less. Medium float stock, selling off. Now I would zoom in. I got to look at the daily chart. I want to see the daily. Where is that on support on the daily? Right here, guys. Look at this. Damn it. I got to get rid of this drawing here. So you guys see possibly right here. Now, it is a descending triangle. Right here, pattern on the daily. Descending triangle. Price is at support. Possible, again, far away from the moving average lines. You can see resistance right up in here around that 984 range. So now I'd zoom back in, 5 minute right here. If you were to risk, again, this is where you start to look. Oversold, near support, a 12-cent candle. Not bad. It's kind of smaller. Doesn't mean it's going to go up. It has the potential, right? This may only go to the 5 SMA or to VWAP, and then it might reject. Remember, it's very bearish. I'm not saying go long on something like this, but I'm saying you're the best, Creed. Thank you. This is the stuff you want to look for to possibly do for risk, right? So you can see 932 up to VWAP. It's got a potential of 17 cents. It could fail at the 5 SMA, but you see right here a smaller 12-cent candle after it's been buried. It's at support on a daily chart. Again, this could easily go and fail 920, but you have like smaller risks. You see that this candle is so much easier to risk on than this. Right here, this may go and fail, but it might go. But see, like, again, so now at this point, I might adjust my stop from 920. Maybe I'd adjust it now to 9 right in this area. So instead of just giving it all back if it doesn't go my way, maybe I would risk a candle close below here as my stop. I'd zoom in now on a 1 minute and see what's going on. So now I'm zooming in right in here, and I would say maybe if this trade went against me, I wouldn't let it fall back down to 920. But I just want to show you guys again what you're looking for in these possible reversals. Remember, there is still overhead resistance on a 1 minute here, but it's got the potential. If it can get above the 9 EMA, it has the potential to VWAP. It may easily fail as well. You know, again, it's been bear flagging. I'm not saying this is a bullish stock, but this is the stuff I want to show you guys. Stock sells off near support on a daily chart. A 5 minute setup gives you a smaller candle. If the trade goes against you, you have minimal loss. Right now, not looking so hot, but these are the things you're looking for. Now it's closing right here. We're going to watch this. It's bearish at the moment. And right over here, higher, kind of a mess. So this is where you got to say, okay, if you got in that trade, you might just take the small loss, right? Because right now it's closing below here, this 930. If you got in above, you know, let's say you got in at 934, it closed now below at 930. You might say, hey, I'm going to take the 4-cent loss. The trade went against me. Or, again, you could wait for a candlestick close below here. This is where you have to determine what you want to do. Right? So if you took this trade and it closed below here, do you take a 4-cent loss, or do you wait and see if it closes below 920 and take a possible 12-cent or more loss? This could go and continue up to VWAP, and this could be a fake out, or it could fall, right? So going back to the 5 minute chart, you can see right here, it's getting above here. There's no close below 920, but it's struggling right at this 5 SMA right here on that 935, right? So it's struggling here, and so that's when you're going to have to determine, do you want to take a 3 or 4 cent loss if you trade this, or do you want to wait it out until there's a 5 minute close below 920? That's all a matter of your preference. I'm going to put this one over to the side right now, let it play out a little bit. We're going to keep an eye on it, XNet. But this is like, again, the style that like you want to start looking for. Again, with dip buys or reversals, This is the stuff you want to look for. Again, the trade could go your way and move, or it can fail. Remember, none of us knows what a stock is going to do. That's why you have to have proper risk management. You have to know these patterns and, determine your own entries and exits. And right now, this one's struggling. It's struggling right here on this 9, right around that 930-ish area. And let's take a look at the market here, see what futures is doing. You can see futures right now kind of a little bit messy here today. You'll see on the daily chart, what is it doing? What I've been telling you guys. Head, left shoulder. Now it's got the right shoulder over here. Now we'll see if it pops up even more or if it's going to fail the neckline. So it's possibly setting up for a head and shoulders pattern. And look at that, dumping right now. Right here on XNet. So that's what I was showing you guys over here on a 1 minute. If it went against you, this is where you got to see. So this is, again, go through the process with me here for a moment. If you got it, see that? And it failed, right? It's failing right now. So you can see right here, this gave you a warning to say, okay, maybe get out here. And again, this is not, now watch here. We haven't, let's let this 5 minute candle play out. I'm going to come back in a few minutes. Watch this 5 minute. Is there going to be a candle close below this? Right? So on the 1 minute, it could have shook you out. Now right here, it's scaring people. If this closes below here on a 5 minute, then you're taking a stop. This thing could easily fall further, but I gave you a warning. It didn't go up before. This is where one of those trades where if you're trying to dip buy on something, again, not getting a lot of volume, and it gave you a warning on the 1 minute to possibly right here kind of failed up here below the 20, give you a warning down here, gave you a chance. This is where I was saying, hey, if you do this, you get in. If the trade goes against you, take a 3 or 4 cent stop. And right now, look at it, it's right, still near support. Let's see if the 5 minute candle hasn't formed yet, but again, this is where you have to, again, very important lesson to learn when you're trading, where when trades go against you, you take a minimal stop, right? Very important. I'm going to be back. We're going to let XNet form, and then we'll look at some other ones when I come back in a few minutes. As you can see, it's right at support right here. And we'll just see. I want to see what happens with this one just to show you guys. Looking at possible reversals, right? This is the same. The opposite is also true with dip buying. Same thing with shorting, right? Many a times people try to come in. Look at this right here. Possible buyers coming back in here. A lot of times people will go in and try to short tops, and they can't short the top, right? Sometimes you have to go in 2 or 3 times before you can get a successful short, right? But if you're taking a 2 or 3 cent loss, rather than letting it fall 10, 12 cents each time, you can, if you took a loss up here, waited for it to come back around again, then you're minimizing your losses. Then you can, finally hit one. You'll see a lot of the big traders, they go and they do a lot of shorts. They try to short something 2, 3 times. It doesn't work out, and then they finally get it. Again, because you got to risk off the smaller candles, minimize your losses. And as you can see right now, possible double bottom. There is no candle close below 920 yet on a 5 minute. So this is, again, we're going to look at this for a possible dip buy, or just to show you guys this for reversal when a stock is selling off. You'll see today not a lot looking so hot. So I'll be back in a couple minutes, guys, or a few minutes. Give me a couple minutes or whatever. Alright guys, I am back. And I am unmuted. Alright, let me reset my charts up. So there we go. Bada bing. What'd I tell you guys? Look at that. Look at that. Textbook. Bam. Textbook, textbook, textbook. So, man, let's break this down. Let me reset my drawings. XNet. Let's go back to XNet. Alright, so now I got my reset charts. I'm an hour into the market. Now I got my kind of let things play out, the patterns. I got them all set up. Now I got my 1 minute, my 5 minute chart. Let's break it down. So, man, lots happened on that trade. So we go back to this candle that I had the lines on right here. 932. Went up and it was rejecting at this 935 area. Turn on the... Wait, my sound should be on, right? The green up and down arrows, if you're referring to what we have over here, I have it as edit studies. It's the moving average crossover price where the 5 crosses the 10. So you'll see right here. I'll just show you guys this. And then you could watch the replay. And then this. So crosses above, crosses below. All right, so go back over here. When price got above on this 5 minute candle, I was saying, right, you could risk a candlestick close below this as your stop, right? Now, it faked you out right here and then scared the heck out of you down here. So, here's the whole, this is trading in a nutshell, right? So, if you stuck with your plan and you said, I'll wait for a candlestick close below here as a stop, you could still be in this trade. Now, this is also warning you to possibly get out, and this is also really warning you as well. So, this is where fake outs happen, these things start to happen. So, again, so this is one of those things, play it out. It could cause frustration. Didn't get a candle close below here, and then what did it do? It went back up and it shot out. And it went right back to the moving average lines. So, again, this is trading, right? So it's like, oh, well, what do you do? Should you have taken a stop right here, minimize your losses, wait, get back in? Should you have waited for a candlestick close below here? Now, granted, hindsight's 2020. Wait, how do you guys not hear me? Oh, son of a... Ay, ay, ay. Can you guys not hear me? Can you guys hear me now? Oh, jeez. I quit. I'm done. Oh, boy. These mute things are just driving me crazy. There we go. Can I redo the last 20 minutes? Let me just bang my head on this mic. Bang, 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 bang. Well, good news for anybody who's watching on YouTube, they heard me. Oh, man. I'll reset. All right, can you hear me now? Good. And guys, the funny thing is, I just have one button in front of me on Zoom. It says mute or unmute. Okay, now I can see now. All right, so I can see me talk, and I can see a green little volume thing on mute. There we go. All right, so now I'm better. So that'll be my test from now on. Ay, 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 ay. Just cough and sneeze in the mic. Chew. Guys, a lot of people, guys, if you hear me clearing my throat and doing those things, guys, right, it is who I am. I got allergies, and I've gone to every allergist, every doctor, every whatever. I don't know if it's whatever the heck it is. It's not going away, right? But some people are like, you know, stop coughing. It's annoying. And other people don't care if there's coughing. So then I click mute when I go to cough to not disturb you guys when I cough, and then sometimes I forget to put unmute, and then everybody's like, you can't hear me. So you can't please anybody, right? So from now on, maybe I'll just cough into the mic, and those who don't like it don't have to pay us. How about that? All right, so go back to whatever the heck I was saying before, right? XNet. Right here. I was showing you guys this right here on the 5-minute. You guys can all hear me now. Perfect. All right, excellent. If you got in above the link to the live stream, here we go. There we go. All right. So this is like the whole, what I was just trying to share with you guys. This is trading in a nutshell, right? We don't know what a stock is going to do. You have to have a proper risk management. Trades will go against you. Many times there'll be fake outs. Again, you have to process that entire whole thing, everything that's going on, right? So this is what I was showing you guys. Stock was selling off. Watch for a possible dip buy right here. Reversal back to the moving average lines, right? So, very simple, Sam. Sam, just check this link every morning and you won't be confused. There we go. All right. So very simple for anybody watching this, guys. Again, I'll say it over again. Every morning, if you want to know what we're doing, so simple. Live streaming, click on this button. Log in here, click to live streaming every morning. Here's our links. There should be no confusion moving forward. Right here, every day, right here. Here you go, right there. All right, so back to this trade here. Break above on the 5-minute, right? Watch it, a 5-minute small candle form. And I said, if you get a candle close below this one on a 5-minute, you stop out. Problem was, this one right here went up right up to the 5 SMA dots, and then it rejected. Bam, bam. And now this scared you guys, right? And I showed you guys before I went on break. You'll see this candle right, where the heck was it? Right here. I was saying, now what do you guys do, right? If you got in at the break, you would have been down 3 or 4 cents. So I said, you know, what do you do here? Do you take the 3 or 4 cent loss, or do you wait until there's a candle close on a 5-minute, right? Because we're looking based upon a 5-minute over here. Do you wait for a 5-minute candlestick close before you, and then stop out? Before I went on break, then it went to this red, I think, doji candle right here. And now this is like scaring the bleep out of you, right? You're like, what the heck do I do now? This thing's about to form, right? You know, this thing's about to, you know, close below, right? Then what happened was, bam, this green candle came in and started moving price back up again. So as you guys can see here, formed kind of a double bottom, and there was no candlestick close on a 5-minute. Still in play. What did it do? Then it went back up again, broke, went to the moving average lines. So what do you do in that position, right? So that's the magic question. Should you have taken the loss right up here, or should you have waited down here, right? Hindsight's 20/20. It's very easy to go back and say, oh, you should have stayed in here. Nice job, Lone. But you didn't know this was going to form this candle, and this would have scared you. So chances are you would have probably taken the loss right here, or definitely down in here. This would have shook you out, right? This is scary. This is going to scare the heck out of you right down here that it's about to crack support. So this is a good learning lesson, guys, where you just got to say, do you stick with your original plan, wait and stop below here? Should you have taken your profits as it rejected here? Should you have taken a tinier loss, 3 or 4 cents over here? You know, this is the epitome of trading. This is what I really want you guys to take in here, is this is a great learning lesson of just really understanding the stock market and realizing that sometimes stocks, many of times, it's going to be confusing, right? I would have probably just, if I got in this, I would have probably stopped out right here, right? But again, you know, so I would have taken the 3 or 4 cent loss, probably got frustrated at the bounce down here. But then again, at the same time, it's better to take a 3 or 4 cent loss than a possible 10 to 12 cent one, because this could have easily cracked and fell. So this was your warning right here as it closed below the moving average lines. This is a scary candle. It's not a green candle right here. And it was right here by support. And this could have easily fell. You know, many of these times that when a stock fails a descending triangle, this could have been a bloodbath. This thing could have just really dumped. So again, we didn't know this was going to happen until it happened, right? So again, hindsight's 20/20, but it did go and it broke above, and then it went to the moving average lines. So this is where, again, many times you're going to go to dip buy, and sometimes you're going to have to try it 2-3 times before it's going to be successful. Just like shorts, many a times will come in and try to short a top, and they might have to go 2 or 3 tries successful at it. Guys, some of the top gurus in the world, again, you know, they're still failing 30-40% of the time, you know, because again, that's why you have to minimize your risk on these small candles right here, smaller candles, not big ones. Very important. I'm hoping you guys this is helping you guys. If I'm rambling, I don't know if this is I guess I kept the chat on from yesterday. Okay, good. So Rye Trader Guy. I like that. Rye Trader Guy. What's the difference between the dotted and solid moving average lines? Well, I do that for myself just so I don't crazily make my head all crazy on the when I'm staring at stuff. My blue line is the 9 EMA. My green line is the 13. The red line is the 20. The purple line is the 50 SMA. Black line's the 200 SMA. The purple dots are the 5 SMA, so it's a shorter period of time. And the green dots are my VWAP. I didn't want to confuse my VWAP with my 13. I just like vibrant colors. It's just what I do. Dan, he likes muted colors. So, guys, that was a long rant. Half of it was muted. I'm hoping it helps you guys. I really want you guys to really take it in and just realize that this is trading. I wanted to show you guys another aspect of things where XNet was one of those that you could have looked at from a different perspective, where everybody's focused on up here. Wanted to show you guys for a possible dip buy reversal. Remember, too, now, other things to think of where you could have possibly stayed in a little bit longer on the 5-minute and been a little bit more comfortable with it, strictly because of the float. Now you can see shares outstanding, 66 million. So this is probably around 50 to 60 million float, which means if it failed support, chances are the dump wouldn't have been as bad as it would have been on a low floater. So if it failed on a 5-minute, even if it was a big red, let's see, 958 down to 928. I mean, this is still a nasty candle right here. You know, that's still a nasty 30-cent candle. 965 down to 32. But on a stock like a low floater, that could be a $1 candle. So I'm not saying, hey, it's great, take a huge 30-cent loss. No, I'm not saying that. But, you know, it's less likely to dump a lot harder, just like it's a lot less likely to pump. You know, even these 918 down to 937. This is a bigger green candle, but it's only 20 cents. So the pumps and the dumps are a lot less on a stock that's more of a medium and a higher float stock. So as you look at this is perfect trading. This is trading in a nutshell that could just frustrate that. This is one of those perfectly could frustrate the you-know-what out of you. But this is where, again, do you stick with your plan or sometimes do you adjust? You can't beat yourself up if you took a loss and took a small loss over here. If you took the small loss over here to 3 or 4 cents, you can't beat yourself up. because again, it could have been more. But if you stay, if you're like, you know, there's some people that like to trade the 5 minute. This is where you can day trade and slow trading down, right? So if you want to slow trading down and use the 5 minute, you know, you might not trade the low floaters that pump and dump like crazy. You might trade more medium and higher float stocks and trade a 5 minute setup. That's where you can get in on a 5 minute and get out on a 5 minute. So on a stock like that, you might have, you know, if you got in above here and waited on waited for a candlestick close below here, there was no close, you're still in it. Then when you saw this candle form, the shooting star, then you would have probably taken profits. If you got in and then got out on a 5 minute. So that would have been right here, 932, and then you're selling at 937 if you waited for the candle to close. Now you should take profits up here. But if you just got in and then out on a 5 minute, this would have warned you and you would have made 5 cents. So if you're just in and out on a 5 minute, that's what you're looking for. These candles, these patterns, right? Up 500 on Tiz from earlier. Great job, Goliath. And now watch out. There we go. Here's your dump. Let's let this candle, I want to watch XNet and see what the dump does. Let's just give it a second. Let's let this 5 minute candle play out. Since I've been talking to you about XNet, let's let it form and see what happens. And what I was saying earlier, we're getting out because, right, it's rejecting off the moving average line. So it's bearish. Now, here's your close. You get the heck out. Get out. Get out. So if you stayed in this mess and waited for it, here's the thing, guys. If you got in and you traded this, why not? Why would you not take profits out here? Tell me why you wouldn't, right? You got to take profits near these moving average lines, right? But here you go. This thing dumped. And here we go. It's a big, long drop, but now it's already down here. At this point, again, I don't like a 940 down to 917. That's not great. Yeah, it's a terrible loss. But my whole point being is when this thing dumps, it still gives you some time. You're taking a lot like this candle, again, on a low float stock could be $1 or more. Or you could be caught in a halt down, right? So just several things that I want you guys to take a look at from this trade of looking at. Reversal, goes up, fakes you, comes back down right here, forms a double bottom. You could have taken that, you know, 3-4 cent loss over here. If you didn't, then you would have probably taken your 10-cent loss over here. Stock goes back up, it does break, hits the moving average lines 1, 2, 3 times. It's rejecting. This is saying take your profit, take your profit, take your profit. If you didn't, it warned you 3 times, smacked right back down. And here you go. Now, maybe setting up for a possible reversal again. This may be a triple bottom. 1, 2, 3. Let the 5 minute candle form. Maybe holding support. May make another run back to the moving average lines. Right here, small little 1 minute candle. Might be one, ride it back up. Right? Little doji candle. 922 down to 916. Maybe a quick scalp, maybe not. Again, the 5 minute candle hasn't formed yet. That's why it's important. Look for a 5 minute setup. Watch for the 5 minute candle to form. And just looking at some of the ones from earlier, THST, head and shoulders failure right around the neckline now. TIS. Wow, that chart's been all over the place. It's moving up, possibly heading. Man, that's an ugly looking chart. I'm going to look at that one in a minute. Keep an eye on IDRA. I want to look at that in a second. What? Nope, maybe not. It's failing the 5. I'm peripherally looking at the 5 minute on IDRA. and I want to see if it can hold the 9 EMA in a 5-minute, but maybe holding now. I'm going to look at that in a second. You might be able to draw a flag on that. It's a little bit choppy, but I'm going to pull that one up in a minute and see. Yes, we will be. Sorry, guys, I don't check. I got to learn how to turn this chat feature off on Zoom. No offense to you guys, but guys, I'm doing all the chat by looking in the trade room. So, do your chat and do the chat in the chat room, guys. Sorry, it's just easier. That's what I look at everybody. I just saw these ones down here. So, are you going to start teaching us large caps options? Yeah, I'll be doing some more of that. So guys, again, if you're newer to our community, again, we've had a large or kind of a huge, a pretty crazy journey. You know, we started off with a little 40-person stock market group, Tim, Dan, and myself, and now we have over 31,000. We're really largely, we're growing like crazy. We started off free. We went donation-based. Nobody would donate. Then we went paid, and then everybody seemed to want to pay at 10 a month. And now we've been growing really crazy, which is great. We upped our pricing, not so we can go and drive Maseratis and travel to tropical islands and go in jets. We upped our pricing, so as we grow, we can bring more people on board, get Dan freed up more. So again, guys, great news. Dan is going to be freed up a lot more now. A lot more. So you'll be hearing a lot more streams from Dan, so you're going to get different perspectives. So you'll have Dan, myself, and also possibly other community members, guys. So, you know, we increased membership as we grow because we, again, want to help you guys more, right? Some of you guys might like hearing me every day, and some of you guys might be like, this dude's annoying. I'd rather, I want to hear somebody, you know, like Dan or maybe David or somebody else. So watch, again, another small candle right here. Not saying to risk, but just to show you guys, right? Smaller candle, 923 down to 916. Possible has some movement. Now, again, it's a little bit closer than the moving average lines this time. I want to see more room here. But these are the things you're looking for, these smaller candles, right? So, again, as we're growing, guys, as a community, we're going to have a lot more we're going to teach you guys, right? Again, like I've been telling you guys, I'm naturally more of a swing trader. I'm more of a larger cap trader. But as you guys can see, I've been every morning talking to you guys about small cap pumping up stocks, right? And showing you support and resistance every morning with that. So just because I'm not more naturally, you know, like a pump and dump trader, and that might be more Dan or, you know, David's or somebody else's style, then maybe we'll have them come aboard and kind of show. Again, I'm still showing you it to you guys every day. I'm teaching you the support and resistance every day. It's still the same thing, right? It's just going to be a lot quicker on these small cap stocks. And at some point in the near future, you know, we might do some streams and trade it up, or we're change it up, where I'm showing you guys larger cap stocks, and then we're doing, you know, streams showing you day trading options, right? So again, we had to adjust because thanks to you guys, and we love your support. You know, we've been growing like crazy as a community. So again, we just adjusted as we grow. That way we can give back more and have you guys learn a lot more. Rose is killing it in the futures realm. David's doing really well. So again, that's where we just teach you guys, like, again, we're a community here. The focus isn't on me. It's not on Dan. It's not on Tim. Focus on the community and really bringing people together and show people multiple different trading styles, because there's not one right way to trade, right? Especially with day trading. You can do, again, large caps, small caps. You could do low float stocks, medium floats, high float stocks. You can day trade options, right? There's so many different ways to trade, but the one common denominator in everything is patterns, right? You have to know patterns, and then number two, proper risk management, right? Don't just think, hey, I'm going to buy something because it's going up and you're going to make money. No, you know, there's going to be these things like you're showing. I've spent so much time on XNet this morning, but it's a very valuable lesson, right? You know, while teaching this lesson, maybe I missed something else. But this lesson may be something someone needs to hear today on proper risk management, right? It's risking off smaller candles, right? So when you see here, as a stock is selling off. So again, wow, the market's taking off now. As I'm talking here, here we go. This market's moving right up right now. I've never seen Tim. Where does he trade? That's a very good question. Tim, you'll see him more in the future. He's more of a really long-term trader. Tim is still working very, very hard at his job. Dan, again, is going to be freed up more. So Dan, guys, I was kind of running everything my own as we're growing in the mornings, right? And so now Dan is going to be freed up a lot more. And then in the future, Tim will ideally be freed up more too. Tim's really going to be a great asset for you guys down the road, where he's doing a lot of longer term trading. He's really long-term trading, which is great. So we'll have lots more diversity for you guys and teaching you guys. Tim does a lot of videos on YouTube, exactly. So kind of just wanted to share with you guys that, especially if you're new, don't know how we progressed. Again, we started off really small. Thanks to all your support, and we love that you guys appreciate us as a community. We appreciate you guys. And again, we're going to give a lot more content. You'll see I haven't, because I'm doing this every day, you know, as we've been growing, I haven't been able to put out as much new content for you guys. So you're going to see as Dan starts to stream a little bit more, and maybe others in the community, then I'll be able to go back and start adding some new content for you guys, and really get you guys even more content. Streamlining, it gets you some more, you know, training and help, right? So that's kind of like the narrative of kind of how things are with our community. We didn't up pricing just because, again, we're trying to get private jets or Maseratis or whatever. We did it because we just want to have more people helping you guys, right? Build a big community and have lots of people helping each other learn the stock market. Awesome, Maximus. Thank you and the team. I have actually learned a lot from joining Best Buy or Bullish Bears. Thank you. That's awesome to hear, guys. All right. So, trying to see if there's any patterns to look at for you guys before I go. When I was looking at IDRA, so I was kind of looking at this, right? So you can see kind of a cup and handle V bottom. On a 5-minute chart, I was watching it kind of pull back here. I was peripherally, as I was talking to you guys, seeing, you know, is this a flag-ish pattern? Kind of choppy, not great. But this is kind of like the things you got to start to kind of gauge and see and be like, okay, you know, am I going to kind of do, you know, is it a symmetrical triangle? Is it kind of a flag? Tiz, yes, Tiz is ugly. I'm going to show you that before I go. Again, this is the stuff. If you're new, guys, I really, really want you to take this in. If you're new and you're seeing all these lines, these crazy candles, you don't know what the heck I'm talking about, just please realize trading takes a lot of time to learn. It's not going to happen overnight. You know, there it goes. Boom. There you go. There's your flag. Look, bam. See that? As I'm talking to you, bam, the flag pattern breaks out. Patterns, guys. Patterns, patterns, patterns. Why? Why did that look good? Well, look. There was a 5-minute setup, had a smaller hammer, goes, boom, breaks out. Now you got to take your profits, right, as it breaks out. So, again, we like to try to set proper realistic or proper expectations, whatever the heck you want to set, right? Because trading takes a long time. It's a skill set. You're not going to learn this stuff all off the bat. And that's why we say come in to the community, talk to people in our, like, again, I can see talking to people in the trade room now. There's a lot of people that I think, you know, that are coming aboard that I still think a lot of people don't realize that we live stream every day. You know, they're talking in the trade room, but they're not live streaming and watching us, and eventually they'll learn. But we're trying to make it easier for you guys to, that's why we have that live streaming link each day. So my whole point being is it takes a lot of time, right? It takes a lot of time to learn. We've set you guys up, as you can see here, kind of going to wrap it up here. You'll see our community right here. We have a 31,000 plus community. It started off as Tim's stock market journey. For those of you guys that remember that around from the beginning, we had 40 people, Tim's stock market journey. And now we've been growing. We're the Bullish Bears. We call ourselves the stock market community on Facebook. So join our community, like and follow our fan page. Again, those of you guys that are paid members right now, I'm going to give my sales pitch to anybody that hasn't joined us. I do this at the end of every stream, and people still have questions, right? Because the good news, guys, as a growing community, we have brand new people joining us every day as a community. So if you guys don't want to hear my sales pitch, just shut me down. Turn me off. But for those of you guys watching on YouTube on the replays, again, come and join our community. Like and follow our fan page over here. Creed says, I love how we long-term peeps have seen and helped to grow the community. So much talent. That's a great, honestly, Creed, that's just such a great points, right? That's the entire whole thing about our community, guys. You know, I'm not some guru or some face. I am a face of the Bullish Bears, right? Somebody's got to be out here, you know, teaching guys each day, right? Dan is a face. Tim is a face. But it's not about us, right? Creed, you deserve a Bullish Bears hat. Aha! That is true. Creed, send me a... Great. See this? Now I'm going to send... Creed, send me a message. I'll send you a hat. Send me which one you want. Send me your address and what hat you want. And a couple of illusions. Scantily clad Bali beauties. Oh, guys. So bottom line, it's not about us, right? We're a community. We set it up as a community, and we're all about helping each other as a community. And that's the good news, is when I'm done with the stream, it still goes on, right? There's still you guys in the trade room still helping out everybody. You know, there's still the mods. There's still people that keep things running. And that's why we wanted to kind of set things up this way, because we don't want to be like, you know, it's not about me. Again, it's not about Dan or Tim. We want to have a community that all helps each other and keeps things going. Because, you know, guys, at the end of the day, trading is hard. It's a long journey. And even when you become a really good trader, I mean, think about it. So let's say you're making a few $100,000 a year as a trader. Big deal, right? Like, I mean, what are you going to do with the money, right? You're going to buy cars, you're going to buy fancy houses, go to fancy vacations. It gets lonely after a while, right? It's nice to help people. It's nice to give back. It's nice to do good things, right? So, you know, that's why we set up the community. So we have the community on Facebook. Some people are not fans of social media. So that's where, again, if you're in our group right over here, then we have our rooms, right? So we have a day trade, swing trade, futures room. So, you know, in the morning, there's a lot of action going on, right? So you're not going to probably BS a lot. It's still fun. People joke around and stuff. But, you know, pre-market to 11:30, you know, we're actively looking, you know, we're trading. Not a lot of BS. We're being serious about trading, right? But then come, you know, 11:30, I'm going to end the stream in a few minutes. Things start to slow down. You could be in our trade rooms and talk to other people, BS with them, learn from them. Great place to learn and practice. Again, at night, market's over, close, people talk all throughout the night, right? So learn, practice, right? So again, if you're new, we have lots of places to learn, community. So we have community in our trade rooms. We have community on Facebook. At some point in the near future, we're going to have another community on our forum. We'll have a forum tab up here for all you nerds and techie geeks that love to geek out on forums and not social medias. Then we'll have a whole thing going on in forums. Talk to you guys. Some of you guys and girls, when I say guys, I just mean it in general. So you guys and girls, if you guys want to mod on a forum, let us know. And we'll want people to mod forums and create a good, clean, awesome forum group of stock people that love to nerd out, talk about stocks. You guys will have a great place to learn over there as well. So, guys, we're going to have, you know, community everywhere for you. Forums, social media, trade rooms, and give you that support along this journey. And kind of, again, we have our stock alerts that we send out each night, our watch list. We have thousands of dollars worth of free courses. Take them. And, again, if you're a new member or you come and join us, very simple. Each day, what you want to do is, oh, you guys are saying funny stuff. I love it. Ride the 9 all the way to Bali. That's the shirt. Oh, that'd be kind of funny, guys. That'd be kind of funny. Merchandise. Gotta love merchandise. So basically, you come and log in here every day, guys. Put in your email, your password. If some of you guys are saying, I'm confused, what the heck do you guys do each day? This is where we make it simple. Live streaming. Log in every morning before 9:15. Click on live streaming. And right here, trade ideas link. Zoom for live streaming. Or YouTube for delay. You choose. Every morning by 9:15, we update the links. Here you go. And for anybody, you guys in the trade room, guys, when people ask if we miss it, just share this link right up here with people in the trade room each day, and then they'll get in. So eventually, people will really learn the process. So it's very simple. And for those of you guys that want to check out our store, right here, you can click on store. Come down, we have ladies apparel, men's apparel, so ladies apparel right over in here. You can change colors and all this stuff, ladies, right? There's all different colors in here. Well, I got to change. I already see errors on stuff. Oh, yeah. Just what I need. Let's see. Do I see any errors on the men's stuff? Yep. Looks like I got to do some edits. We actually just changed our store recently. And down here, hats, zip-up hoodies, right here. Here's my cool hat right here that we're wearing. Guys, these hoodies are a bit expensive right here, these USA-made ones, but they are top-notch quality. I beat the heck out of them, and they don't pill. Super comfortable. If you want a dude sweater, sweatshirt, then here's your Hanes dude style stuff. It's whatever. Actually, is that a Hanes one? Oh, no, that's the unisex one. No, the unisex ones are really good. Okay, these ones are good. Never mind. We took the Hanes ones down because they were a little bit too, right? A little bit better quality. And then per Angel's request, we got the mugs and the gift stores up here. Guys, I ordered some test stuff, so I don't know how these are yet. Some of you guys were asking for posters and stuff. I'm testing these guys out for mouse pads and posters, so I don't know how good these are going to be yet. I just put them up. I put an order in just to show you guys this. I put our candlestick stuff on some small posters and mouse pads. Just be forewarned if you do order something over here. I don't know how it is yet. I just tested it and I ordered it a couple days ago, so we'll see. Hopefully it comes out good. If not, we'll find somewhere else where then that way, again, I know some of you guys want to have posters so you can have like a large view. Ideally it'll be something good. But you can always print out our thing, right? Or print out our desktop wallpaper backgrounds. And you could put in an 8.5 by 11. But we'll see if this is any good. But the mugs, I got to admit, are pretty good. And I drink iced coffee every day, so I ordered some of these. Can't go wrong with tumblers and these things. So there you go. So if you want merchandise, go over there and buy it. Just be forewarned. Full return policy on ladies and men's apparel. Hat, zip-up hoodies. Make sure you order it properly the right way because they are not good about doing returns because of its customization. But they do make exceptions if you email them. But just if you order something, just be careful. Be more careful of the fitted hats. The snapbacks, you'll just be fine. But fitted hat. I wish I could wear a fitted hat, but I can't because it just hurts my head. I don't know why. All right, so that's what I got for the rest of the day for you guys. You have a wonderful rest of your day. And, oh, yeah, by the way, come and subscribe over here. I'm just telling you guys because about a week left, right? We're $50 a month or $49 a month, $300 a year. Read this ugly, God-forsaken, ugly lettering. That's red lettering. I can't wait to get rid of it. We can't wait to get rid of this promo and just go to regular pricing. But in the meantime, you still have about a week or so left to lock in at $10 a month or $99 a year. Existing members, you don't have to do anything anymore. Great news. Most of you guys have stopped asking that question, which is great. Promo codes, please don't put quotes. You don't need to put quotes. Copy this. Copy here. Paste. If you do not see the price change on the other page, don't pay us, right? There's several of you people that are taking the promo codes. You're going over and you're signing up. The promo code doesn't go through and you're still paying us regular price. And then you're wondering what the heck happened. Don't check out and pay at regular price. Make sure you wait for the discount. Very simple. Oh, yeah. All right, guys. You have a wonderful rest of your day. Raph, I got to be honest. I don't love what's on there right now. I put something up there. We're going to have to find somewhere else to get better posters. That's why I'm saying don't order them right now. I don't know how good these things are right now. I'm testing them out. We'll probably get another store for the posters and stuff. We'll probably get another one. So I'm testing it out. I don't know how they'll be. I'll let you guys know how they are when I get them. Right now, if you guys want to go the cheapest route, just print out our wallpaper backgrounds. Go to Staples or something. Print it out. Put it in an 8.5 by 11 holder, or go to your local place and print them out. We'll get a store at some point. My brain's fried. I can't keep designing merchandise and all that stuff. I'll do it at some point. All right, guys. This time I am ending things. You have a custom guy that makes posters. That's cool. I want somebody who has a store. I don't want to deal with inventory, you know. If you guys know of somebody that does this stuff and they can give us a good store and it's easily checkoutable and I don't have to do any BS, I just want a store. They give me a store. You guys go and buy it, and I don't want the headaches of having inventory. Great. I'll listen. Let us know. Staples, exactly. All right. You have a fun rest of your day, guys. I'll see you guys all later. Enjoy.